Nice. How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going, man.
What's your name?
Michael Dean Hudson.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. Sorry, I had to do this.
Yeah, so when I pulled up on you, you're in the intersection and you're playing your guitar. What brings you out here?
Accidents. Yesterday there was an accident and the car went right in front of me. I was like,
yeah.
No crash music.
Giving it a little soundtrack.
Yeah. Man,
Nice.
I got hit pretty bad, T-boned over here and took his tire off and everything. Very exciting.
It's crazy. So what brings you out here? What do you typically play on the street corners?
Actually, my sisters bought my house or sold my house out from under me on my birthday. Thank you, sisters. So I've kind of been put out. I've had lots of medical training, lots of schooling, and they wouldn't give me a full doctorate because I wouldn't take pharmacology.
Oh yeah?
But I consider myself a doctor because I know more than they do.
Nice.
About biophysics. I've been studying it for so long.
Yeah? How old are you, if I'm asking?
59.
59?
Yeah. And I could go work for some big company. They were trying to get me, and I found out some information about them, that depression's not a mental illness. And I'll keep it right there.
Yeah.
And it's $1 trillion business, and the medication they give you makes it a mental illness because it changes brain chemistry, and I figured that out. So this pandemic of blue around here, it's fucked up. I mean, it makes them blue. I mean, depression ran rampant, and it's just sad, man. You don't escape with a downer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it seems weird to me. And the chemistry around here is just so odd. Violence and this and that, people screaming at you. It's a psychologist's dream now. I go down and sit in front of the pussycat down here. Sit there about 12 midnight. It's very funny.
Yeah.
To watch the schizophrenics, but they all treat me real good. Got a guitar, they all treat you the same,
That's cool.
And they come down a little bit to tell them about themselves because I'm writing a book myself.
Yeah.
Thought juice. Because everybody doesn't understand what you think is in your blood. It's tangible. You can take greed out of your bloodstream and throw it on the table. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
They get caught up in depression too. It's a hormonal response. And you take depression out of your bloodstream and throw it on the table. But one day she's not depressed anymore. The hormone is shut off and it becomes waste in the bloodstream to be pissed or shit out like anything else. But it's still tangible.
Yeah.
Assholes. That's little dicks, I call them. Because the little dicks make the biggest noise, right?
A lot of noise for nothing.
That's psychology, people.
Yeah. Where are you from? You from
Indiana.
New Mexico, Indiana?
Yeah. Greenfield, Indiana.
When did you come out here?
About 4 months ago. I've been trying to get here 4 months. Man, it's been hell.
What brought you out here?
I just wanted to see street people and just try to get, the psychological. I was planning on going, when I got my doctorate, I was planning on walking across the nation, And I engineered this pull behind because I knew my sisters were fucking me out of the house. So I had about 300 pounds of my 59 years of shit, you know what I mean? I had to leave my drum set and everything else. And I made it weightless, brother. It took me 2 years to engineer it. Man, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And somebody hit me from behind before I even left my fucking state. Destroyed it, dislocated my arm. I said, am I Job? And it's been downhill from there, dragging my shit around.
Yeah.
But,
so you said your family put you out, so you just...
yeah, I was leaving anyway. I couldn't stay in the house. I had a lot of abuse when I was a child and stuff, and just made me who I am, very strong, and I'm happy every single day, which is probably schizophrenia. I hope so. No. But nobody can depress me. Hell, I slept in a fucking trash can last night. I was just playing my music, feeling good. Dry was a big thing. And comfort is key. If you're out on the street, with ultimate freedom, if you don't have any money to pay for anything. And I'm out here working, playing, I don't have a sign or anything.
No, I respect that.
And I'm not habitually to the blue, trying to get people off of it.
Yeah. Have you experimented with it at all?
I had to take a hit because I picked this fat ass off the ground. She had passed out on the blue. If I'd have known that, I couldn't have left her there, but I pulled my 4th vertebrae and it pulled over my sciatic nerve. So now I got sciatica or something like that, sciatica. And I went to the Presbyterian Hospital, 5 hours. They give me a couple of ibuprofen. So I'm like, what the fuck? I said, this pain is excruciating, man. And I said, I'm this close from a doctor, you know what I mean? I said, I know about opiates, and it doesn't have anything about me looking for meds or anything. I hate opiates, but I need one now. And they let me go. I said, now you've forced me to look for a fucking blue on the street. I mean, you know.
I'm not trying to treat you there, so you got to self-medicate in a sense.
I was just going to take it. And they said, man, if you'd have took it, you would have died. And I said, well, what do you mean? They said they press them. You know, it's not pharmaceutical. It's all drug. And I was like, shit, you know, dodged the bullet on that one. But I took a hit, and it did ease it a little bit, but the second hit made me sick. And they said, oh, you'll get used to that. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. I said, why the fuck would I want to get used to this? I said, I got to feel this over and over again to feel used to it. Well, it's to a better buzz. I said, to me, that's dumb fuck. You're the chuckle fuck. I always talk about in my book. You know, just don't make any sense. You know, to get to where you're at, to where you're just bluesing all day, you know, nodding out, you know. I said, I want to sleep through my buzz. Rather do some meth and at least stay up, you know.
Yeah.
No, that makes me sleep. Meth makes me sleep. It does. I'll go right out.
You experiment with any other drugs or anything? Just self-medicate or?
Well, I told myself about mental triggers when I was 12 years old. And the mental triggers of addiction. You have to learn the 20 minutes it takes to get into your bloodstream. So I've tried all drugs and I've enjoyed all because I use them, they don't use me. So you have to be smart about it. You can't do it every day because that mental trigger goes up and up and you have to keep doing more and more. You stop for a month or two and then it's all new again to you, you know what I mean? You spend the same amount of money, you have the same amount of fun, you don't have to go outrageous, and nothing grabs me since crack in the 90s. It grabbed a hold of me, and it's because a smart-ass friend taught me. I was going through school at the time, psychology, and he made it a social experiment. He says, I'll be over here 5 days and we'll smoke crack 5 days. If you're not asking for crack the 6th day, I'll give you $200. And he hands $200 to my wife. I said, you're on, bitch. I said, nothing grabs me. Intelligence against addiction, I lost.
Yeah, that's scary. It's a scary thing.
You just set me up. I wrote out the social experiment, how long the buzz would last, and what I would think about. If I ever think I'm smart, I think back to that.
Did you regret trying?
Oh man, I did. Back in the 90s, I tell you, it grabbed everybody.
But, so you said you were married?
Separated for 10 years. Yeah, we're pretty much divorced.
Yeah.
And when I tried to get a divorce twice in Greenfield, they denied it twice. A judge had it out for me, I guess. Sent me to prison on my first offense. I just became a psychologist. I help a woman outside of Walmart.
So you went to prison? What are they trying to charge you with?
Theft, felony theft. I just worked 3 days as a psychologist for Ocasio Health. I go to Walmart to get me some milk. I see some old lady struggling with shit inside the store. I go in to help her. You know, white knight syndrome, schizophrenia is what I got. So I have to help her. Anybody would have helped her. So I carry the shit to her car, step it in. She was stealing it. $130 worth of stuff. Give me 2 felonies and sent me to prison, my first offense.
Damn. How old were you then?
40s. No, I was fucking 50 years old.
50s. How long did you go to prison for?
Just 18 months. It was 9 months, and they said, "Oh, what's a felony?" I'm just like, "What's a felony?" I said, "I've never been to court before." I told them that, "Hey, I'm taking it to jury. I've seen fucking TV." You know what I mean? He goes, "Okay, say we get that innocent response from the jury." I said, "Yeah, I'm a good public speaker. You know, speaker for the lodge. I'm a Freemason in Shriner." And he said, "No, you can't say anything." I said, "What do you mean I can't say anything?" He goes, "I'm your mouthpiece." I said, "Then I'm fucked."
Right.
He goes, "Even with an innocent verdict from the jury, the judge says if you don't take this plea, he's going to give you 6 years, even with an innocent verdict."
That's crazy.
So what did I have to do? I had to plead guilty to something I didn't do. And go to prison. It was a level 1, and it wasn't that bad, but I was sick to death because I lied about something, you know. About my character, you know. Sick to death over it. Because that looks bad against you. You can't get a job anywhere because it's felony theft, you know what I mean? Yeah, people are pissed off out here, man.
Yeah.
Told them I'd cut my balls off. I took a couple of pretty homeless home to, you know, do things. And they said, "Where are those blues you promised me?" I'm like, "I didn't promise you any blues." "Cocksucker, mother." You know, it's just like, there's the fence.
I thought you were just hanging out and they had a motive.
"You want a sandwich?" "Oh, yeah, I could eat a sandwich."
Yeah.
Calm them down.
Yeah. So you said you're writing a book, a couple books, a few books?
The first one's I Need to Be President, I'm Better Than Them, a Bully Theology. And it's about the hormonal exchange that the bully gets when he takes your lunch money. You know, he gets off on it. It's tangible in his blood, you know. And it's from the chemical mom and dad have taken from him, you know. He's getting it back. And he gets used to it. That's why he becomes a school bully. He gets addicted to the hormonal exchange in his bloodstream. And that's what our government's doing. They don't give a shit. And I've been told, see, I've seen cancer cured. I've seen it done. It's, you know, you go through 7 shades of Hades to go through it, but there's a diet I know that can get rid of it, man. And I mentioned it in college. They took me right out of college. I was number 1. I get 100% on everything. No boast. Repetition. I recorded everything and listened to it so incessantly. I was sick of it.
Well, there's no money in the cure.
Then he told me, he goes, first thing out of his mouth was, Hudson, $1 trillion business, trillions of dollars. We want to prolong this illness. We never want to cure it. Play the game. See that fucking phrase right there? Play the game or get the fuck out. I mean, I've heard that all my life, man. Well, I said, what about our creed? Thou shalt not hurt, you know? No. When it comes to trillions of dollars, we're fodder or chattel, man.
For some reason, it rules over ethics and principles.
Right. I'd rather be homeless than have to play the fucking game, and I could be making some big money right now. House on the lake. I feel good. And it gets me down until these assholes just crying. I said, what's the ultimate freedom? Low overhead. I said, if you don't mind sleeping in a trash bin, and of course, you have to humble yourself and just, know that you're clean and you're doing the right thing. Cleanliness and comfort basically is what it is out here.
Yeah.
And trying to earn your money and not sit there with a fucking sign.
Yeah.
But I understand them too. You know?
So what do you? What kind of plans do you have?
Well,
from here on out,
I've talked to Polygram in 2005. I sent them a tape, and they were all over me, man. Silver platter, and I went down and fucked it up because money to me just bothers me, and it just, I don't know.
Well, there's an evil attached to it, I believe.
Well, I felt yoked, and I mean, they were giving me. They said I would wake up the next day and have more money than I'd know what to do with. You know, I'd have more money than I could spend, and I got sick. So I'm going to try to talk to them and try to get that back. Because that was so many years ago and I've got so many new material. They said I was the most prolific writer they've ever heard, so
nice.
Hopefully that goes on. I hit the international chart twice, first time out.
Yeah.
And so I owe them 16,000 is what I feel like, because they put up 8,000 each time. You know, you can send it to the Atlantic Satellite Chart. Any musician out there, send it to the Atlantic Satellite Chart, one of your songs, $8,000 too. You gotta send them that, and they'll listen to you and judge it, you know. And they pick the top 2,500 songs out of, I beat like 470 million.
Nice.
So, look how much money they're making.
That's
But
crazy.
he put up 8,000 each time, and I feel I owe him at least that. I mean, if they just let me pay that back, I'd feel a lot better.
Yeah. Squared up. You said something about schizophrenia. Are you diagnosed with anything?
Yeah,
what were you saying?
Affective disorder with schizophrenic tendencies, and I said, well, what's that mean? He goes, well, you're the White Knight. And I said, what? He goes, well, you're going to help somebody. He says, you're the one to throw your hat in the ring. And it's your schizophrenic self that goes in after it. I said, that's probably right. Well, I tend to take the bullet for everybody. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I'm trying to stop that, though. I feel pretty good, though. I don't know why I weep now. But, when I'm playing, I weep a lot. And I look at myself, because being a psychologist, you have to break yourself down and fragment yourself. And I've asked myself about meth abuse and stuff. And I'm using it more like a medication, because it's not a party drug to me. I kind of envy the people that are bouncing off the walls. You know, I smoke a little bit, and then I can eat and sleep. You know, it regulates everything. But I hate the elements you got to go to get it. And that's the one thing, you know.
It's the darkness.
Huh?
Just going into the darkness to...
Oh, I don't mind that. I kind of like the feeling of it. I've never been scared a day in my life. I was a soldier for a while. And
what branch?
82nd Airborne.
Nice.
82nd Airborne. Done some things in there I won't mention.
You think that affected you in
No, I was the only one that didn't get stressed. I'm the only one that didn't get that stress disorder. I mean, we were there for a practical reason, and
just got the job done.
That's right. And it's practical, you know. You can't look at yourself. Red, white, and blue, and all that.
I hear you. Right on, man. Well, I won't use up any more of your time. I appreciate you.
My eyes are watering.
No, man, it's all out of love and respect, man, and I love that you got a talent. One last thing, how long have you been playing the guitar for?
Since I was 12.
12
I'm a
years
better
old?
drummer. I went out with Marilyn Manson in 2016.
Yeah?
Hell yeah, I'm a good drummer.
Nice.
Well, he was a copy band, I think. So they always say you're going out with Guns N' Roses and then you get there and they're a copy band.
Yeah.
But they're making $32,000 a show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm making, you know, $365 a show.
Yeah.
Hey, I was glad to get it. I'm just glad to play. But you should hear me play drums.
Yeah.
I wish I had a drum set right now.
Down on.
I'm on the internet somewhere playing.
Yeah. Well, you definitely got a talent, man, and it's cool, and I'm sure a lot of it too, probably for you. And music is powerful. I think it's a healing thing.
Oh, it is. I wrote a song that's definitely me. It's called I Am. It's pretty good. You want to hear it?
Let's hear it.
I am, so I think, I feel, and I do. And I'm fully aware of all of you. And I will not turn away. I am, so I know, I will, I can. False integrity makes you half a man. I know you will die that way. 4 more days is all I want. Lord, give me 4 more days. I'll take that opportunity to get my head right. Usually takes 4 days. There'll be nothing left of me, but I'll feel so right. Lord, give me 4 more days.
Nice, man. That's beautiful, man. Thank you.
I don't know why. I busted out.